Righty. So it's been a full year since I moved into my apartment, and I'm in my bedroom, and this is the view out of my bedroom window. This is London, by the way. And Sunday morning, I'm just reflecting on kind of how crazy the last few years have been. And I think back to like 3 years ago, and this would have been 2023, January 2023. And I was living not too far from here in London, and I was co-running an agency where it was really tough. It was the start of the year, and I remember pitching a game plan to my business partners. And it was really clear what I wanted to build. And I thought this is what we should build, was this online university, like the Harvard of online education for online business. Like we had the team of the agency, we had a lot of combined years of experience, like years of experience in online business, commercial, like just normal business. I say normal business, but like bricks and mortar business. And I felt like that's what I wanted to create. And at that time, it was like we were just going from one thing to another, just blah, 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 and never making any progress. And then I remember I got to May in 2023, and I was crying on Zoom calls. I was with my business partners. I was like so stressed. I remember I was right down there. I was literally right down there on this street, and I was on a walk, and I called my business partners, and I just said, it's literally there, and I just said, I can't do this anymore. Like, I was so desperately stressed out about not having any money, not being able to pay rent. And I was just like, they kind of questioned my my focus and my drive, my hunger, which is fucking ironic. And I was like, okay, well, fuck this. I'm gonna go do my own thing. And then that was would have been July 2023. And I remember just being like, right, it's on me now. And within a week, I had set up the company, CreatorLaunch. I had built out a business plan. It's a video that's on my YouTube channel that you can go and watch. And it was really funny because it was at that time, I was 2 years into quitting my last full-time job when I was a funnel analytics consultant for kind of enterprise brands. And I had taken out a Virgin startup loan for £10,000, which is about $15,000. I also took out a personal loan of £17,000, which is about $25,000. And so in total, I was about like $35,000 in debt at that time. I was 2 months late on rent. I was living with my sister at the time, and I literally every month I didn't have the fucking guts to tell her that I was really struggling, and that I would just literally not tell her that I couldn't pay rent. And fair play, she never asked, and I think she knew I was in a tough position. And I started going in July 2023, and this is two and a half years ago now. And I remember thinking, I was like, fucking hell, I'm $35,000 in debt. I'm paying, my debt payments were about £600 a month. My rent was £1,500 a month at the time, which is about $2,000. And it's crazy because I'm now a year into living in my dream apartment. I bought my dream car about 6 months ago. All of the stuff that I put on my vision board, not all of it, but a bunch of the stuff that I put on my vision board, I've slowly been ticking off. And I just like last year was just the year that 3 years ago, if someone had said, hey, Tom, look, just fucking get through this in a year and a half's time, things are going to really start to move for you. And it's funny because I realized that there was someone telling me that. And it was me. And it was me. I've realized, check out this book that I'm reading, this book has been next to my bedside table. I'm reading it again. So I bought this a year and a half ago, Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland. And the thing that really catapulted me 2 years ago was when it was like, okay, I was 6 months into my business and I was like, you know what, things are really fucking tough. I was making about $5,000 a month, barely able to cover the bills and the rent. And I was like, out of desperation, I'm like, I'm just going to fucking read the Bible, because nothing I'm trying here is working. And at the start of 2024, I read the Bible, and I remember reading it thinking, frankly, that the Old Testament was kind of pointless. But I just remember thinking, I was like, fuck, this is just the personal development. Very ironic. When I in my head, I was like, this is like the Bible for personal development. It was only when I thought back and I said that in my head, I was like, wait, have I just called the Bible of personal development? And I was like, it all of a sudden was like, I get it now. And I think the problem was that I related the Bible to religion, and I grew up raised as a Catholic and going to church every Sunday, and I hated going to church so much. It never made any sense to me. Singing these hymns, dudes wearing gowns, incense being thrown around, it never made any sense to me. But it was 2 years ago where I started going down this route, and then all of a sudden I just noticed, I'd be like, shit, all of these entrepreneurs that I look up to, it was like, it was my reticular activating system. So my filter for the world was like, all of a sudden, oh shit, there's Andrew Huberman. He's talking about how he's spiritual and he believes in God. And then all of a sudden I was listening to all of these entrepreneurs, and I was like, it's like the spiritual thing just awakened. And it's so funny because I've just continued building. If you go watch, there's a video I made, it's called The Game Plan, on my YouTube channel from two and a half years ago, when I first launched CreatorLaunch, and I was like, this is what I'm going to build. And I've just built it. I have not deviated from the game plan. I built the thing that I once presented to my business partners 3 years ago, sorry. And I've just gone and built it. And here's why this has been a really interesting reflection week for me, because I'm feeling I've just started an 8-week sprint cycle. So this first week, we always in Scale 20 we operate in 12-week cycles. The first 4 weeks is reflection and review and recovery, and then we move into an 8-week sprint cycle where we go after our side quests. And a couple of months ago, must have been about 4 or 5 months ago, I remember getting a notification, and it was from the loan repayment from the Virgin Startup loan, and it was an automated message that said, my account has gone into arrears, so it basically means you've missed a payment. And so I phoned them up and I was like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, this is it looks like this is just an error on our system. You've actually paid off your loan. And so you remember that was a £15,000 loan, $15,000 loan, £10,000 loan that I took out 5 years ago when I tried to start my first business. and went through the application with Virgin Startups, got that money. Realized the business folded after a couple of years, and I paid off that loan about 5 months ago, Virgin Startup loan. And I remember it was around that time I paid off that loan. I saw on Instagram, I saw a bunch of online educators had gone to Necker Island. Daniel Priestley, bunch of others who I'd seen had gone to Necker Island and had hung out with Richard Branson for a week. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, that's fucking cool, man. Like, cause the first book I read about 6 years ago, which really forced me to like want to start to take the leap of faith into entrepreneurship, was Losing My Virginity with Richard Branson. And I remember thinking, that book inspired me so much. This guy he does not get the plaudits enough because he's just not on social media. But the shit that he did in like the 80s and the 90s, he was always like doing these stunts, doing these marketing campaigns, launching brands. He was the fucking man back in the day. And I remember growing up thinking like this guy, he's doing the around the world in an air balloon. Like, no one's doing that shit anymore. I guess because it's done. But he was doing crazy shit. Done Virgin Galactic. I think he's extremely underrated as an entrepreneur, which is a kind of mad thing to say. Regardless, and that's because he's not visible on socials. He just doesn't do social media, doesn't do interviews, doesn't do anything like that. He's just chilling on his island, basically. And I remember thinking to myself, I was like, oh shit, man, maybe 10 years time I'll get in 10 years time I'd get an opportunity to maybe go and meet Richard Branson and be on his island or something like that. And well, last week I was invited to go to Necker Island this year in October, and it's fucking mad even thinking that. But how crazy. Like 2.5 years ago, I couldn't even fucking afford food. And 2 weeks ago, my mate, Usman, who I met in Dubai at a mastermind last year. And this just goes to show the value of investing in yourself. I spent I guess it was $15,000 to go to this mastermind in Dubai. And I met Usman, I met a bunch of awesome other creators, Charlie Johnson, and Usman messaged me and he was like, dude, do you want to go to Necker Island with Richard Branson in October this year? And I was like, I got that message on a Saturday morning. And so, I had a kind of a qualification call with the person who's organizing it. I'm not going to talk about it publicly yet, but I think it's like, I wanted to share this because, I really want to share the in real time journey of this shit, because honestly, like, I am in no way special. There are so many flaws that I have that I would have thought, years ago, I would have thought meant that I just wouldn't be able to be successful in entrepreneurship. But what I've realized is you just have to lean into your genius, your zone of genius, the stuff that you love doing. For me, it's making content. For me, it's helping my members with creating content for them. Strategy, I love that. And, I just hate being on Zoom calls. I've really figured it's that simple. The less time I'm on Zoom calls, the more time I'm able to create stuff and build stuff for my members and for you guys. I'm good. And that's my zone of genius. And I'm basically, my point is that I want I wanted to share that with you because, I mean, who knows, right? Like, I got invited. At this point, it's happening. I'm going to be on Necker Island with Brano, Sir Richard, you know, an absolute icon and hero of mine, in a few months' time. And that's not something that was on my radar 2 weeks ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. And I just think that, like, it's a really good reminder that the reason this has happened is because I just took massive fucking bets on myself. I bet money when I couldn't afford it on mentors. I keep investing in my education. And it's like, it comes back to you, man. It comes back to you. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because I thought it should be. I realized I was away for 5 to 6 weeks over Christmas and New Year, and so I came back to my apartment and I'd forgotten how much I loved looking at this view every day. You know, the entirety of London, and I just made a point to remind myself that, like, I got to remind myself how fucking lucky I am, how grateful I am to be able to have this view every morning when I wake up in this beautiful apartment and living the fucking dream. So yeah, that's my message for you guys today. You just never know what's around the corner. And you can swing the odds in your favor by betting on yourself. You're never going to lose if you invest in your education, skills, and mentorship. Never. It's always going to be an upside that you can't even fathom. And for me, that was going from fucking dead ass broke 2.5 years ago to having my first 7-figure year in 2025. Okay, that's me out. That was sick. I'm going to point you to this video because this is how I did it. So go watch this video next. And that was sick, and I'll see you in the next one.